Hey everybody, welcome to CivilGear. Today I'm talking about Nitecore's new R40 from the rechargeable series. I'll be going over its unique features, user interface, some of my thoughts, and some of these charging docks. For a full review, check out my WordPress blog at civilgear.wordpress.com, so stick around. Alright, some unique features about the light. It features wireless charging right down here at the tail cap. It uses inductive charging, so it doesn't have any contacts needed to charge the light. It has two cradle options, which come with the light, which is surprising. And it also has a USB charging option as well, so that's great to have so many options. I'll start with the desktop cradle, which is actually my favorite. It's a lot more stable than I thought it would be. It has rubber feet on it, which keep it from sliding around. And because the battery is so big and heavy, it's actually really resistant to tipping, so the center of gravity is really low. I thought like every little bump was going to tip it over, but so I'm just surprised that that it works so well. Indicator light's blinking, showing that it's charging. When it's done charging, the light will just stay constant on. So the second cradle is this wall mount cradle. You put the bottom of the light into the stand first, and you don't really need to rotate it like you did with the R25. The inductive coils just kick in and you can see the lights blinking to indicate that it's charging. One thing I like about this light, similar to the R25 cradle, is it actually has mechanical springs in the arms that hold the light together, so it's not just plastic bending. So I really like that. That's just going to be very durable and just not break someday. Also, I think Nitecore got a little closer this time, but the outlet kind of just sticking out the side is a little bit funny to me. If this is the upright position, then I would think down out the bottom would be the best place to go. Alright, so something a little confusing with the base. If you have the light on and you put the charger on, it'll turn off the light, as I may have previously said. It'll begin charging, and then if you take the base off, it'll actually do a battery indicator, which is the blinking lights at the switch. And when it's done with that, it'll actually turn the light back on. The R40 also has a brand new 26650 battery, which is totally brand new to Nitecore. It's their first light using that size battery. But as this is from the rechargeable series, it needs a specialized battery to do all the inductive charging and then have the head controls up here. It's both positive and negative at both ends, so that's why you can't use any other 26650s in this light. All right, so let's get into the user interface. As you can see here, this button layout looks really familiar. Nitecore's EA series features this electronic switching, pretty much the exact same. You have a power button to turn on and off the light, and you have a mode switching button. And click it, and it's really pretty easy soft tap, and you have the mode switch to change the brightness levels and turn off the light. And this light also features a brightness level memory, so you can turn it back on and it remembers what you were last at. The R40 also features the special hidden modes, and you can access those while you're in the primary mode. You click and hold the mode button for 2 seconds. It starts off in flash. Hold the button down for 2 more seconds to switch to the next one, which is beacon, and then we have SOS. And if you tap once the mode, you go back to primary, or you can turn off the light and bring it back into primary. You can turn the light on into dim mode by holding the power button for a couple of seconds. You can see it's dim, and if you want to bring it into high, you click and hold the mode button, and that brings it into the high mode. You can also access the strobe mode at any time by double tapping the mode while the light's off. And you gotta hold it for a couple of seconds and then it'll come on. And you can click the mode button to turn that off. But I found that if you double tap for less than like 1.5 seconds, it'll turn off right away. Also, the R40 has a great battery indicator. You can check it anytime by pushing while it's off, pushing the mode button, and it'll blink. So it'll blink 3 times, then pause, then 5 times, then stops. So that means 3.5 volts. And 4.2 is the most you can really charge this up to. And there's also a lockout mode, and you do that by pressing both buttons at the same time. And it has one blink of the light, and that you know that the light is off, so you can click and press any of these buttons and it's off. To unlock it, you do the same thing. You press and hold both buttons, and the light will come on. So I'm not sure if I like that it comes on like that, but that's what happens when you unlock the light. So overall, I actually really enjoy this light. I'm glad it has so many charging options. You can really match it to whatever your lifestyle is or what's going on and where you plan on charging this. So many options, so I think that's great. I like the combination of keeping it at 1,000 lumens but upping the battery. That way you can have a little bit more runtime to your light. And so a lot of these flashlights can only go for an hour on max, but this one can go a little bit more. So I'm happy for that. I really do like the user interface. It's really easy to learn, pretty straightforward. My only wish was that the buttons were a little bit bigger. I usually work with thick gloves on, and to operate this light with a thick glove on, it will be a little bit tricky. So that's the only thing I wish it was a little different. Alright, well that's my review of Nitecore's R40 rechargeable flashlight. If I missed anything, or if you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave those below and I'll get to those as soon as I can. If you're interested in the Nitecore R25, I have that review on my YouTube channel. And if you'd like to browse any of my other YouTube videos, feel free to stick around and browse my YouTube channel. For the full review of the R40, be sure to check out civilgear.wordpress.com. And we'll see you next time.